Begin. Goblin Biker again. This is not Makonko Infernoble. We're going to summon a wielder from the deck as we then, with the Hugh Lee, make our Gabonga. Gabonga likely going to get Gammaed. Yep. Gamma, negate, and destroy. Now, even though the Gamma summons 2 bodies just like a Nibiru, the Maxi draws only 1 for Gamma, but 2 for Nibiru because they're summoned at different timings. It's summon, then summon. This is summoned at the same time. We are maybe playing Goblin Biker. What is this? We're playing level 3s too? We're going to chain Maxi to the Terror Top, activate and search our deck. We're going to call by the Grave Finger that Maxi. I do not think so. Let's go. Search our deck for the Take-Tom board, as I hope to see a Gabonga. Let's see. Take-Tom board. Yes. Special. Exceeds. No. Cherubini. What the heck is that? Banny on summon, send from the deck our Water Enchantress. Banish, grab the Rite of Erismere. This is all about not having a monster activate on its normal summon. Otherwise, the card would not be activatable. We're going to summon a token plus the back row Fateful Adventure. Normal summon, grab the Draco back. And now we're going to search our deck for Wandering Griffin Rider. Discard the Draco back, trigger the Draco back, equip it onto the token. Let's just scoop it up. Our turn 1 play failed. But do we choose to go first again? We have a lot of turn 2 cards in our deck through the Makonkos and taking control of their monsters, so maybe we choose for the opponent to go first. So the full armored Xyz is going to be able to perform an Xyz summon if we can get multiple bodies on the field, and then Masquerina could link off. And then we have the Ohime, can not really do much. We do have Impermanence. We have Dark Knight Lancer, which will be able to suck up a monster. And we can also have our Maxi maybe draw into other hand traps. Let's go. Fateful Adventure. So when you equip Draco back onto a monster, doesn't this trigger? If an equipped card becomes equipped to a monster only you control. Okay, sure. Chain the Maxi. Chain the Ash. Ash, negate. I don't think so, mate. I thought he had Nib. Oh, okay. So you had more plays previously, but you thought... wait, you thought he had Nib here, or was that in the previous duel? We have Fateful Adventure searching for our Draco back. And now, let's activate our Masquerina. Come forth and Shokan. Get back-to-back Maxi. I Maxi you, you Maxi me. We're going to chain the Sploder. Sploder is going to be detaching a material to Reborn from the Grave. Come forth. And that will trigger the Gabonga, which could only attach a face-up monster. We're going to Little Knight on summon, get banishing on summon. Are we taking out the token or the Fateful Adventure? So first we're going to trigger the Draco back, then we're going to trigger the Little Knight to banish the token, and we're going to be triggering the Sploder to reborn a monster from grave on summon. Now, the Griffin Rider didn't have the special summon here. It could wait until there's an open field, or when we have a token, that's when it's summonable. Searching for the Grand Entrance for next turn. We're now going to be opening up with our Griffin Rider. Full Armored Xyzing with our 2 level 3 monsters that come forth and make Kakata King. This will have the ability to negate a monster on field, as we have King Sark. King Sark, discard a card, send from the deck a Horus card, reborn that Horus card. We're now going to be using the Goblin Biker Mac, which will trigger the Gabonga to suck up the Horus. Let's freaking go. We have another Horus card to reborn. We're now going to full armored Xyz, equip onto the Dark Knight Lancer, trigger the Dark Knight Lancer, equipping the other Horus card. Thank you very much. Foolish Barrel, send from the deck a Nimble Angler. We're still cooking. Holy moly. So this is what I'm talking about. When you look at your hand and you go, oh, I have a full Spright play. Let me do everything else. And we did everything else. We ate up all the other disruptions. And then when we are finally out of our disruptions, we have our planned 1-card Spright play through the Foolish Barrel, which we know exactly the end field's going to end on. The problem is there's a Little Knight that's still activatable. That could possibly be disruptive. We also have the Impermanence, which was hidden. Negate the Spright Elf. The problem with Little Knight against Gigantic Spright is the problem is if you're playing Spright, because if the Gigantic Spright activates and you chain Little Knight onto it, you're not going to be summoning from the deck. Your whole effect's going to get stopped. We're going to further make our own Little Knight. There you go, counter Little Knight with Little Knight. There's also the Kakata King, which had that monster negate. Kakata King activates a monster effect, so detach a material, target that monster to then negate. We're then going to Little Knight banish the Kakata and the opposing Little Knight. Now, if any of the monsters leave the field that you're targeting for the second effect of Little Knight, they're no longer there, then the effect resolves that effect. And now we're gonna get Spright Sprinded. Sprind on, I thought we already sent the Angler. Wait, it's not hard once a turn and we have more Nimbles to summon for the deck? What the heck? Did we double Nimble Anglered? We had enough Nimbles to summon from the freaking deck? Now, we're out of disruption. That's it, we did everything. The Kakata, Imperm, and Little Knight, they already banished. That's absolutely incredible. Gigantic Spright summon a blue from the deck. Ovi Doug, you played through, what, 10 disruptions here? Shadow Mosquito. Now, this card is very interesting. It's very weird. When you declare an attack, you put a mosquito counter onto something, a hallucination counter that is, and then when you attack again, you inflict damage equal to the attack of the monster that has the hallucination counter. So you would put it on 5th. Oh, it's over. It's game. It's actually game. What the heck? Right? You put it onto the full armor Dark Knight. Wait, why are we attacking into it though? You don't have to attack into the monster that you're putting a counter on. We take no damage, right? What? You got negated, mate. Oh my gosh. If the equipped monster battles until the end of the damage step, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects. Also negate the effects of all face-up monsters they control. Bro, we attacked that for no reason. Detach a material, put a counter on a face-up monster your opponent controls. Why am I reading that again? Does it say it has to be on the monster you're battling with? No, but we thought it was safe because we can't be destroyed by battle. We take no battle damage, so let's flex on the opponent by swinging into their giant monster as we then Keck W because we take no damage and we can't be destroyed. Well, we didn't read the torpedo. Holy moly. We did have game. We had game. So we attack into another monster, put a counter, attack again, burn for 59, attack a third time, burn for 59. That was lethal damage. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was it. That was game. Damn. Ovi Doug, your deck is still amazing. You're also amazing. You made incredible plays. You're right there at the last moment. You almost did it. I still want your D. I want it. Please, show me. And we're still going to game 3, right? Yeah, we have another duel. Let's go. You gotta look at the sprint as a part of the disruptions because it definitely is. If a monster is special summoned, and that includes your own elf. If your elf reborns a monster from the graveyard, you could detach a material from your gigantic Spright, then target any monster in the field and return to the hand. So we have that. We have a negate with the red. We can go into Little Knight double banish with the Masquerina. We could elf reborn the carrot for a spell and trap card negate. It's about 5 disruption plus an ogre in the hand, so 6. Let's get to it. Yeah, I'm playing Spiritborn. I think that playing anything else is cope, right? Special summon Terror Top. Come to me, take Tomborg. As we now elf reborn the carrot. Special summon the take Tomborg as we added it. We're now going to trigger the sprint, returning back the Terror Top to the hand. We're going to use red to negate and destroy the Merciless Goblin Biker, which was activating to, I think, special summon for the hand. Yeah, special summon a Goblin from the hand. As we now, Ohime, search our deck, discard a Goblin Biker, activate the Grand Entrance into our Boom Mac. We're now going to Great Makonko Ceremony, activate the summon from the hand, Ohime, and we're going to use our Spright Carrot to negate. We still have our Ogre, Little Knight. So we're going to activate this, waiting for the activation of the effect. You could then chain the Masquerina to link off of the monster it's equipped onto, or you could use the carrot if you didn't already. Otherwise, you have the Ogre. Ogre, get popping on the hard once return effect. You can't Ogre the activation from the hand anyway, so there's no way to even mess that up. And now, Ceremony, special summon Ohime from... No, not that. That was the activation from the hand that does that. We're going to send from the deck a Hugh Lee. We don't have a Makonko Dance. So now we're in Plan C. Into the Typhon. We can't summon for the rest of the turn, so now we could safely use our Masquerina into Little Knight, knowing that there's going to be no other follow-up play. Untargetable Little Knight, also indestructible by card effect. Battle phase, got nothing, of course. Now, can Ovi Doug perform lethal damage? Is this it? We have Water Enchant, of course we have it, right? What I should note about the Mosquito is this Mosquito is one of the best ways to lethal under a Max C. With Spright, you take that Maxi challenge if you have lethal Mosquito. So you check the cards on their field, kind of like a Yubel self-reflect damage. The problem is the first attack, you don't reflect. You only start reflecting on the second, third, and fourth attack. So if they have a 3,000 attack monster, you know that you have lethal with 4 bodies in the field, with one of them being Mosquito. Mosquito, attack, 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 boom. And let's get to it. Flood in the field, 9 to 100. Thank you very much. Good job, Ovi Doug. I want this. I want it. Are you going to be in the top cut, maybe? Possibly. Lethal with the elf. Begin. Crystal Bond. We're going to Ash Blossom. Negate that Crystal Bond. Mate, I don't think so. You will not be searching your deck. We're now going to be following up with the golden rule. Chain the Maxi. We're going to place 2 Crystal Beast monsters from our deck into our spell and trap zones, and then special summon a Crystal Beast from your hand or graveyard with a different name. So you definitely do want to chain Maxi to that if you don't care about the Gamma. We're going to banish the Rainbow Dragon, special summoning an advanced Crystal Beast, as we then go for plan B, Baguska. This was draw 3 for Baguska, and the biggest problem about giving your opponent draws to make Baguska is they are drawing into impermanence, and there you can see impermanence in the hand. That's the big fear. And we're going to Lightning Storm, take out the back row, probably didn't even read it, as we then imperm the Baguska, and now we lose. There you go. Can Crystal Beast defeat Tenpai? The burning question you all have. No. All right, let's hop on game 2. Well, now Crystal Beast will choose for Tenpai to go first, okay? So Crystal Beast could win game 2. I believe it. You lost game 1. You chose to go first for game 2 against Tenpai. Okay, I just want to make that clear. We're going to grab a Crystal Bond with our Rainbow Bridge. Crystal Bond is going to get negated by the Ash. Generally, you know, if we didn't have the finger, use Pot of P to help eat the Ash, or grab a card like Call by the Grave to help eat that Ash. Negate. Saryuja activate. We're going to be special summoning the Turtle Kaiju from the hand. Saryuja, get boosted. Now, how does this work exactly? It's not a hard once per turn. The opponent activates a card or effect. You get to then remove 2 Kaiju counters to negate the activation and banish. So how many times can we do that? 2 times. We have 5 on the field spell. Now, each time a card is sent from the field to the graveyard, put another Kaiju counter onto this card. So Masquerena could put more counters onto the waterfront, giving us more negates. So you want to set up the Turtle Kaiju with Masquerena, with the field spell, and then you have almost infinite negating. Not infinite, but you know, a lot. Dark Hole. Gamma Seal, negate. I don't think so. We have 1 more negate. Now, Super Poly. What's super polyable about this field? Generally, to use a super poly, you need 2 monsters of the same attribute. Water, fire, earth, dark. We don't have it. What's good, what's good? Summon our Pydra, activate the Ash. If you were to finger the Ash, then the Gamma Seal would negate. Yep. Wait, oh, you fingered yourself. You fingered Ash on the last turn. Oh no, it's okay. We still have backup plans. We got the Kaiju negate. We got Masquerena, mate. Let's get to it. Link it off into Little Knight. Now, the field spell's back up to 5 counters, so we have 2 more negates on the Kaiju. Little Knight on summon, banishing the Pydra off the field, and we have 2 more negates. Let's freaking go. Yeah, we're scooping. We can't super poly this. No way to poly super it up. Very nicely done. Game 3. Let's go. Advance, Dark, setting up the Sapphire Pegasus. We have Side Frame Gear, Gamma, negate and destroy that Pegasus. I think we're passing. What the heck? What do we do from here? we're not passing. My mistake. We're scooping. Yep. Okay, let's go. Just like that. Tenpai taking game 3.